What's up? It's day 42 of me trying to improve my communication skills, and I'm going to talk about desire as the main topic of this video. Desire is a pretty important thing. Obviously, every human has some sorts of desire on them on every single moment, except for depressing, except for people that are depressed and maybe for someone who just wants to relax, or maybe when they are unconscious, most of the time we need some sort of desire to be the motivation to just push it to do some kind of action to or to even think about something. Mostly we need desire to be able to just take some action towards doing something. Think about that. Everyone gotta have some kind of motives that's related to that desire to be able to do something. Maybe someone, a person A help a person B. Maybe the person A do that out of altruistic reason. They do it to feel good. They do it because their moral wants them to do something. That's also counts as a desire. So we we are basically operated on a system that's related to desire. I mean, just that, like, there's so much phrase like, I want to do something, I want to do it, any kind of thing. Children use them a lot. And yeah, desire are everywhere around our world. So the ability to be aware of our desire from the normal and shallow desire to the deepest level of desires in our existence, in our identity, and to be able to strive for what the desire that we value the most in our mind is the best thing that we could ever do. And uh, to be able to have the ability to control and change our desires, also one of the most important thing that a person could do to restrain themselves from bad habits, from dark actions, illegal actions, and other kind of stuff, and to just striving and going toward that goal. There are there are reasons why there are lots of things that are created to manage our desire. Emotional regulations is a more general term of our ability, the capability to control our desire. Think about that. Emotions. Hmm. No, I mean, emotion aren't really some of the emotions, some of the major emotion like greed, lust, happiness. Not really greed, lust, uh, comfort. Some of them are inherently tied to desire, but some of them aren't. Maybe like grief, angriness, angry, other kind of stuff. Distressed. Oh yeah, so desire are tied to actions, but not really to are tied to all of the actions that we take, but not to all of the emotion that we have. But it still is a really important thing. That's why there are lots of desire are all mentioned on all of the religions that we could ever find, and there are lots of philosophy of life that are related to desire. That's why ancient people, like when they in the I say Roman Empire, in the Greece, I forgot the name, but they have lots of philosophy schools that related to control our desire. the opposites of desire are, I think, pretty much like a state void of emotions. Maybe tranquility is a form of the lack of desire. I'm not really sure. But just think about that. When we want to think about, when we want to know a person motive, a person, what person motive, want to plan that out of time, we want to manage people, we want to know what the other person is thinking to be able to maybe planning a seamless kind of thing. We need to know what do they want. That's related to desire. We need to know that person, their personality, their history. Why do they like a certain kind of thing? Why do they have some kind of tendencies, habits, situations, living situations? Only by knowing all of that could we derived that desire and predicts have a good model to be able to predict what that person would do in the future. Similarly to lots of other broad terms like in marketing, in business, engineering, what do they want in managing people, what do our manager want, what do the customer wants, what do our CEO wants, what do we want. The most important thing is what do we want. Yeah, desire are basically everywhere, and it's an important concept to be for us to grasp. It is an important concept to grasp around sounds weird. So still not right. The video still kind of bad, but whatever. That's it for day 42.